everyone, welcome to Free Movement Dance Solutions. So we are here at our Free Movement Dance Bukit Merah location, and I'm here to show you all 8 of our dance studios here. We have 4 small studios, 2 medium studios, and 2 large studios. In this video, I'm going to show you all 8 of our dance studios here at Bukit Merah so that you can choose which dance studio suits you the most when you're here. So follow me as I show you Studio Amaya first. So come over here. So this is Studio Amaya, okay? All of our studios have a lock over here. So just go ahead to enter the PIN code and then take out the key from here and lock the door. Don't forget to remove your shoes as well. Just remember that we only allow indoor clean dance shoes, okay? If not, remove your shoes. So let me show you. I'm just going to put my shoes over here. So come, let's go to Studio Amaya. So welcome to Studio Amaya. Studio Amaya is a medium-sized studio. It's 5.5 by 3.5 meters and the maximum capacity is 10 pax, but we would recommend about 4 to 5 dancers if you're dancing or you have any big movements here. So all of our dance studios here at Bukit Merah also have a ballet bar. So if you don't need the ballet bar, feel free to move it out temporarily and put it back in right after you're done. So let me just show you around Studio Amaya. So Studio Amaya have full-length mirrors over here. Of course, we have a Ballet Bar Pro double bar in white. And we also have our backdrop over here, of course. And over here, we do have our speakers as well as our aircon remote control. Of course, every single dance studio, we have a vacuum cleaner, a flat mop where we can use with the wet wipes, as well as the broom and dustpan. And if you need to rent a phone stand, you can go ahead to rent at $2 per session. Okay? We also have alcohol cleaning swabs. So once you use the ballet bars, the yoga mats, the yoga blocks, you can go ahead to sanitize them before putting them back. Alright, let's go ahead to go to the other studios. Let's come over here to Studio Baska. By the way, all of our studios are paying homage to all of the incredible dancers in the dance industry. So, Studio Baska is a small dance studio here at Bukit Merah. It's 4.8 by 2.8 meters. The maximum capacity is 5 pax over here at Studio Baska. And we will recommend about 1 to 2 people in our small dance studios if you're dancing or doing any big movements. Let me show you around Studio Baska. First and foremost, we of course have our full-length mirrors over here that if you're doing any arm movements, you can definitely see them because of our white panels and height mirrors. And of course, we have our blank walls. Same thing, we have our speakers, our aircon remote control, cleaning supplies, tools, and all the good stuff here. And of course, every room has an aircon, so yes. We do have a ballet bar for you as well, of course. This is a 1 meter double bar pro. So let's go ahead to the other studios. So moving forward, let's go over to Studio Gobel. Studio Gobel is a medium-sized dance studio. The size of Studio Gobel is 5 by 3.5 meters. The maximum number of capacity is 10 people, but we would recommend about 4 to 5 people if you are doing any big movements and dancing as well. So let me show you around Studio Gobel. So we have, of course, again, our full-length mirrors over here. We do have a double bar pro in white for you as well. Beautiful bar. We also have windows here, but we do have curtains if you want to block the natural light. And of course, same thing here. We have our cleaning supplies, our speakers, our aircon remote control, and all of the good stuff. Okay? So that is Studio Gobel. Let's continue to move on to our other studios over here. When you come into our studio, you will see that we have 4 studios listed out here. Studio Liu Ping, Studio Rogers, Studio Birch, Studio Lalisa. Come on over here and I'm going to show you where all of the studios are. Starting off first, we have beautiful Studio Lalisa. Studio Lalisa is a small dance studio here at Bukit Merah. Now, with a small dance studio, we have a maximum capacity of 5 people. But if you're dancing or doing any big movements, we would recommend about 1 to 2 people. So the size of Studio Lalisa is 4.8 by 2.6 meters. So let's go ahead to tour around Studio Lalisa. So starting off over here, of course, we do have our cleaning supplies, our speakers, our remote controls, and all that good stuff. Studio Lalisa has full-length windows on one side, but we do have curtains to close if you want to block off the natural light. Of course, we do have our bar as well over here, our Double Bar Pro, and we have our full-length mirrors over here because we all need that. Okay, let's go ahead to go to the other dance studio. So moving forward over here, let's go with Studio Rogers. So, Studio Rogers is a small dance studio here at Bukit Merah. The size of Studio Rogers is 4.8 meters by 2.8 meters. The maximum capacity is 5 people. Again, recommended 1 to 2 people if you're dancing or doing any big movements like acting or music and stuff. Okay, let me give you a tour around Studio Rogers. So, starting with our mirrors over here, we do have our full-length beautiful mirrors over here, shatterproof mirrors, okay, very important. Of course, there's an aircon. We have our nice wall over here, phone stand if you need to film, Ballet Bar Pro, all of our cleaning supplies, speakers, and all of that good stuff, okay? Let's go ahead to go to the next dance studio. And this dance studio right opposite is Studio Burridge. So Studio Burridge is our small dance studio as well. The size of Studio Burridge is 4.8 by 2.6 meters. The maximum capacity of Studio Burridge is 5 packs, but we will recommend about 1 to 2 packs again for small studios if you're doing any big movements. Okay, let's tour around Studio Burridge. So Studio Burridge again has large windows over here, beautiful large windows. And of course, we do have curtains here if you want to block off the light, okay? And of course, we do have our speakers, our cleaning supplies, cleaning tools, and all the good stuff here. We also have our phone stand if you want to use it to film at $2 per session. And our Ballet Bar Pro is here as well. Feel free to move it around if you don't need it here, okay? So, this is Studio Burridge. Let's go over to our next studio, which is Studio Leaping. So welcome to Studio Leaping. Studio Leaping is a large dance studio here at Bukit Merah. Now the size of Studio Leaping is 7 by 5 meters and the maximum capacity is 25 people. But we do recommend about 8 to 10 people if you're doing dance or any of the big movements out there. Let's take a tour around Studio Leaping. First and foremost, of course, we do have large full-length shatterproof mirrors over here. And of course, we do have our cleaning supplies, our speakers, all of the good stuff over here. We have a high stool, we've got ballet bars, we've got a stool, of course we have aircon. And the good thing about Studio Leaping is that we do have full-length glass windows as well. Now again, okay, you can go ahead to close all of the curtains if you want to block off the light. But also note that all of our glass windows, we have tinted it with a film so that it keeps the dance studios nice and cool. Okay, let's go ahead to see the other studios, shall we? So moving out from Studio Leaping, you see we do have all of our shoe racks over here where you can place your shoes for the different dance studios. We also have our sanitizing wipes on top of every single one of our dance studios so that if you are dancing with your shoes, you need to go ahead to clean your shoes first before you can go into the dance studios. Again, go check out our house studio policies and also our cleaning shoe policy, okay? We also have yoga mats here for you to use. Just make sure to roll it back up after sanitizing it and put it back here, okay, after you're done. We also have our free movement yoga blocks, of course, for you to use, but feel free to use them, but please help us to sanitize and place them back after you're done. Okay, let's go ahead right back to the front so that you can see our last dance studio. Okay, so coming back to this area over here, you will see that we do have a fridge filled with drinks here. Okay, you can scan our QR code to make payment via PayLah or PayNow and look for the prices of our drinks over here. Now, the very special thing is we do have a snack bar over here. So we have lots and lots and lots of different snacks. And of course, sometimes dancers need chocolates. We are very aware of that. Okay, and we also have lots of different things here for you to choose from. Same thing, scan our QR code to pay, note the prices over here, let us know what is it that you got. And bingo, there you go. So we also have non-cold drinks because we hear you dancers, some of you don't want to have cold drinks, so we have non-cold drinks for you over here, especially water because we got to stay hydrated while we are in the dance studios. Okay, let's go over to Studio Isadora. So Studio Isadora is our last dance studio here at Bukit Merah. So Studio Isadora is our large dance studio here at Bukit Merah, and the size of it is 7 by 5.5 meters. Now, the maximum capacity is 25 pax, but we do recommend about 8 to 10 pax if you're doing any large movements like dance, music, and movements and all. Okay, now let me show you a tour around Studio Isadora. The interesting thing about Studio Isadora is that it's the only dance studio here at Bukit Merah that has 2 side mirrors. We have one full-length mirror right over here, and we also have another full-length mirror over here. So Studio Isadora is the only one with 2 side mirrors. Okay, moving on over here, of course, we have our walls. We have 2 ballet bars for you to choose from. These are 2.5 meter double bar pro. And of course, we do have all of our cleaning supplies, our speakers, our aircon remote control, all of that over here as well as our phone stand. So this is Studio Isadora. Coming back out here, okay, we do realize that we have a mountain of stools. Now these stools here are for everyone to share, so go ahead to use them if you need, but help us to place them back here after you're done, okay? Just so you know, we do have a first aid kit over here as well. In case you ever need it, it's right here, all right? Our lost and found box is over here as well. So if you ever have lost anything, feel free to come here. But as our sign says, only take what's yours. God is watching, okay? So only take what's yours from the lost and found box. Last but not least, please only use the toilets on levels A, B, C, and 3. Now, technically, level A, B, C are actually car park levels, but they just call it A, B, C here. So just follow our signage here for toilets. Thank you very much for touring our Bukit Merah dance studios here with me today. I look forward to having all of you here to enjoy this space and definitely see you here very soon. Just know that I love and appreciate all of you very, very much. Thank you for being part of the Free Movement Dance family. See you here. Bye!